Hello students, myself Hanasha, Assistant Professor at LG Institutes of Engineering and Technology. So today we are going to discuss few more topics of sequence and series. So let us begin with its first topic, that is P series test. So the P series summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 upon n raised to p, which can also be written as 1 upon 1 raised to p plus 1 upon 2 raised to p plus and so on, is convergent if p greater than 1 and divergent if p less or equals to 1. For example, if you are given series 1 upon n cube, so on looking at the series, you can make the judgment of P. So P is 3, which is greater than 1. So what we can say by P series test, that this given series is convergent, right? Now if you are given 1 upon n as a series, so here the value of P is 1. So by P series test, the given series is divergent, right? So now let us start its proof. So let un be equals to 1 upon n raised to p, and that is equals to f of n. Basically we are going to apply Cauchy's integral test to prove our P series test. Okay, so firstly we will find our f of x by replacing n by x. So you will get 1 upon x raised to p. Now this function is a continuous function and it is decreasing in the interval 1 to infinity. So we can find integration 1 to infinity f of x dx. Now put the value of f of x, that is 1 upon x raised to p. Now this integral is an improper integral. So we can write it as limit m tends to infinity integration 1 to m 1 upon x raised to p dx. Now this can be written as x raised to minus p. So you can apply the formula of integration. So you will get integration 1 to infinity f of x dx, that will be equals to limit m tends to infinity x raised to minus p plus 1 upon minus p plus 1, and your limits are 1 to m. Now let us put the limits. So you will get limit m tends to infinity, firstly put m in place of x. So you will get m raised to 1 minus p. This can be written as 1 minus p upon 1 minus p minus, now put x is equal to 1. So you will get 1 upon 1 minus p. Now limit m tends to infinity m raised to 1 minus p will be equals to, suppose if we take p greater than 1, right? That is, suppose if we take p is equals to 2. So that will be equals to limit m tends to infinity m raised to minus 1. So it can be written as limit m tends to infinity 1 upon m. So after putting the limit, you will get answer as 0. So for p greater than 1, the answer of this term will be minus 1 upon 1 minus p, because this goes to 0. Now if you take p less than 1, that is if you take p as 0, then limit m tends to infinity m raised to 1 minus p will be equals to limit m tends to infinity m, because p is 0. So this will go to what? Infinity. Therefore your integral will be equal to infinity for p less than 1. Now let us find the value of the integral for p is equal to 1. So integration 1 to infinity f of x dx will be equals to integration 1 to infinity 1 upon x dx. Again this is an improper integral, so write it in the form of limit as limit m tends to infinity integration 1 to m 1 upon x dx. Now integration of 1 upon x will be equals to what? Log x, and your limits are 1 to m. Now start putting the limits. So you will get limit m tends to infinity log m minus log 1. Now as m tends to infinity, the whole term will go to infinity. So from here you can see that our integration 1 to infinity f of x dx is finite for p greater than 1 and infinite if p less or equals to 1. So by Cauchy's integral test, we have proved that the P series summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 upon n raised to p is convergent if p greater than 1 and divergent if p less or equals to 1. Okay, now let us study one more test which is known as direct comparison test. So if summation un and vn are two positive term series, then if series Vn is convergent and Un less or equals to Vn for all n, then Un is also convergent, right? So if Un less or equals to Vn and our series Vn is convergent, then we can say that Un is also convergent. Next, if Vn is divergent and Un greater than equal to Vn for all n, then Un is also divergent, right? So what we can say from this, if Un is greater than equal to Vn and our Vn is divergent, then Un is also divergent. Okay. Next, let us study limit form of comparison test, right? So suppose that series Un and Vn are two positive term series, and if limit n tends to infinity un upon vn is equal to L should be compulsory finite and non-zero, then what we can say is both series un and vn converge or diverge together. In other words, we can say that if vn is convergent, then un will also be convergent, and if Vn is divergent, then Un is also divergent. Firstly, we will find the limit L, right? And then it should be finite and non-zero. Then only we can apply our limit comparison test. Okay? So now, for both the comparison test, firstly we will define some series Vn whose convergence or divergence is known. Okay? Next, we will apply mostly two types of test. First is our P series test, which is given by, if you are given P series summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 upon n raised to p. This series we know it converges for p greater than 1 and diverges for p less or equal to 1. And next we can apply geometric series test. A geometric series is given by summation n is equal to 1 to infinity a r raised to n minus 1, where our a is not equal to 0. Now this series converges if mod r less than 1 and diverges if mod r greater than 1. So what we will do in comparison test, firstly we will find our Vn from our Un only, and we will apply P series or geometric series test in our Vn, and then find the value of L. Right? What is L? Limit n tends to infinity un upon vn. Okay? If it is finite and non-zero, then by limit comparison test, right? If vn is convergent, then un will also be convergent, and if it is divergent, then un also will be divergent. Right? So let us solve now examples. So we have to determine whether the series 2 plus 3 cos n upon n cube converges or diverges. Right? So let us start the solution. Here un is equal to 2 plus 3 cos n upon n cube. But we know for cos n that it will be less or equals to 1. So now we will multiply it by 3. So you will get 3 cos n less or equals to 3. Now add 2. So you will get 2 plus 3 cos n less or equals to 5. Now we will divide both the sides by n cube. So you will get 2 plus 3 cos n upon n cube less or equals to 5 upon n cube. So we will suppose our un as 2 plus 3 cos n upon n cube and vn as 1 upon n cube. We can ignore this because it is constant. Therefore, un less or equals to vn. Now from vn we can see that the value of p is equal to 3, which is greater than 1. Therefore, by P series test we can say that Vn is convergent. Now we also have the condition that Un less or equals to Vn. So now by direct comparison test we can say that our Un is also convergent. Right? Next, let us solve one more example. Here we have to discuss the convergence of the series summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 2n plus 1 upon n plus 1 whole square. Now let us add the solution. So here you are given our un as 2n plus 1 upon n plus 1 whole square. Now in examples like this we will always apply limit comparison test. So firstly our task is to find Vn from given un. So what we will do is we will take out n common from the numerator and denominator. So you will get n times 2 plus 1 upon n. From this n square will get out common. So n square times 1 plus 1 upon n whole square, right? Now we can cancel this n. So what will remain? 2 plus 1 by n upon n times 1 plus 1 upon n whole square. So from this we will assume our Vn as 1 upon n. Okay, you can assume Vn as 1 upon n. And now applying our limit comparison test, we will find limit n tends to infinity un upon Vn. So un upon Vn. So 1 upon n will get cancelled out. So what will remain? 2 plus 1 upon n upon 1 plus 1 upon n whole square. Now we know that limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n will be equal to 0. So this will go to 0, this will go to 0. So finally what will remain? 2, which is finite and non-zero, right? So now we can apply our limit comparison test. So before that we will check our Vn, that is 1 upon n. So value of p is equal to 1. So by p series we can say that this series is divergent. So now by limit comparison test our summation un is also divergent, right? Next let us see one more example. Here we have to test the convergence of the series 1 upon 1 into 2 into 3 plus 3 upon 2 into 3 into 4 plus 5 upon 3 into 4 into 5 plus and so on, right? So here firstly we need to find our un by using which formula? Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So firstly let us take the series 1, 2, 3 and so on, right? So for this our a is 1 plus n minus 1 times our d means difference. 2 minus 1 is also 1. So your answer will be what? 1 plus n minus 1. So it will give answer as n. Similarly we can find the nth term of 2, 3, 4, right? So here it will be 2 plus n minus 1 into 1. So you will get answer as n plus 1. Lastly find the series of 3, 4, 5. So nth term will be 3 plus n minus 1 into 1. So you will get answer as n plus 2. And in the numerator you have what? 1, 3, 5, etc. So you will get 1 plus n minus 1 and here the difference is 2. Now simplify this. So you will get answer as 2n minus 1. So now put all the values of un. So it is 2n minus 1 upon n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. Now take out n common from the numerator and denominator. So you will get n times 2 minus 1 upon n cube times 1 plus 1 upon n into 1 plus 2 upon n. So 1 n you will get cancelled out and what will remain? 1 upon n square, right? So now assume our Vn as 1 upon n square and apply our limit comparison test and find the limit of un upon Vn. So what will remain is 2 minus 1 upon n upon 1 plus 1 upon n into 1 plus 2 upon n. Now we know limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n will be equal to 0, right? So all the limits will be equal to 0. So what will finally remain? 2, which is a finite and non-zero answer, right? Now again go to our Vn, which is 1 upon n square and it is a p series and value of p is equal to 2, which is greater than 1. So by p series test we can say that our series 1 upon n square is convergent. So by limit comparison test we can say that our series un is also convergent, right? Next let us solve one more example. we are given the series summation n is equal to 1 to infinity sine 1 upon n. So let us start the solution. So here you are given un as sine 1 upon n. Now in order to check the convergence of this series, we will use Maclaurin series of sin x, which is given by sin x is equal to x minus x cube upon 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 upon 5 factorial and so on. So series expansion of sine 1 upon n will be equals to, replace x by 1 upon n. So you will get 1 upon n minus 1 upon 3 factorial into n cube plus and so on. Now we will take out our 1 upon n common from this. So you will get 1 upon n times 1 minus 1 upon 3 factorial upon n square plus 1 upon 5 factorial upon n raised to 4 and so on. So now we can assume our Vn as 1 upon n. Again find the limit of un upon Vn. So only what will remain, limit n tends to infinity 1 minus 1 upon 3 factorial n square plus 1 upon 5 factorial n raised to 4 and so on. Now again limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n is equal to 0. So all these terms will go to 0 as n tends to infinity. So answer of the limit will be equal to 1, which is finite and non-zero. So go to your Vn, summation Vn, that is equal to summation 1 upon n, which is a P series with P is equal to 1, right? Therefore by P series test we can say that sigma 1 upon n is divergent. So finally by limit comparison test, summation un is also divergent, right? Next, let us solve one more example. So here you are given the series summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 upon 3 raised to n minus 1. So here un is equal to 1 upon 3 raised to n minus 1. Again we take out 3 raised to n common. So you will get 1 upon 3 raised to n into 1 minus 1 upon 3 raised to n. Okay. Again assume Vn as 1 upon 3 raised to n. Now find the limit n tends to infinity un upon Vn. So these two will get cancelled out, right? So finally what will remain, limit n tends to infinity 1 minus 1 upon 3 raised to n. Now we know limit n tends to infinity 1 upon 3 raised to n will go toward 0. So value of this will be 0. So finally what will remain, 1, which is finite and non-zero, right? Now again write Vn, which is summation 1 upon 3 raised to n, which is a geometric series. So here we are applying geometric series test and our value of r is 1 upon 3. Therefore mod r is less than 1. Okay. Therefore what we can say that the series summation 1 upon 3 raised to n converges. Therefore by our limit comparison test, our given series, that is summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 upon 3 raised to minus 1 is also convergent, right? Now in today's session we have studied P series test, right? So in that summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 upon n raised to p is convergent if p greater than 1 and divergent if p less or equal to 1. Then we have studied direct comparison test, right? In this, if we have two positive term series un and vn, if un less or equals to vn and if Vn is convergent, then Un is also what? Convergent, right? And if Un is greater than or equal to Vn and if Vn is divergent, then our Un is also what? Divergent. Next we have studied limit comparison test, right? So here firstly we are given two series Un and Vn. Right? We have to first find L, that is equal to limit n tends to infinity un upon vn. This should be finite and not equal to 0. Okay. Now if vn is convergent, right, then our un will also be convergent. And if our vn is divergent, then our UN is also divergent. Okay, very important test. So in today's session, I hope you have understood everything. Thank you for watching.